July 16th, 1994. It's a copy from a woman named Myrna in Damascus, Syria. She had a picture like this in her house, and she would always pray, but she wasn't very religious. So one day she went to see her picture, and she noticed oil was coming from it. And she started to bleed from her hands, her forehead, and the top of her foot. Every Good Friday until Easter Sunday, she would go into a coma. And on Easter Sunday, she would wake up, and nothing would be there. So this happened for years and years and years. And my aunt went there to visit her, and she got a copy of this picture. And you guys can see the tape. It's still on the picture, in the clip. Here, I'll move this so the people in the back can see. Okay, do you guys see it from the back? There's clips and tape right here on the back of the picture. And so she went to pray, and she noticed oil was coming from the picture. So she came over here and called my uncles and my grandpa and everybody. And they took a cotton ball and wiped it. And they wiped it again and again. And then they were like, we're not going to touch it anymore. So they called the priest, and ever since then, the picture has been giving oil until this day. And then this picture started giving oil August 5th, 98. And it was from a boy who, in Texas, he had leukemia. And he was really, really sick, and he was only 12 years old. And the doctor said, take him home because there's no hope. So they took him home, and he locked himself in his room. And he felt like a spirit was in the room with him. And he said, God, if I'm going to die, take me. And if I'm going to live, heal me from the suffering. So he felt like a spirit was in the room, and he was praying. And his mom knocked on the door, and she got worried because they said he's sick and there's no chance of him surviving. So they opened the door, and she felt like a spirit was in the room, and a light from the room went inside the picture by where the eye is. And we got a copy of the picture, and this is the original. And you guys come up here, you'll see it. It's a little more clear. And we got a copy of that picture, and then somebody came to visit this icon, and they noticed that one was giving oil. So ever since then, both of them have been giving oil, and till this day, people have been coming to visit it. And yeah, so that's the story. So if you guys want to take your time and pray and take pictures, and if you want, I can give you oil.
Oh, no, do we get oil?
For everybody?
Yeah, if you want.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Yeah,
So can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah.
Did the priest explain why this happened to this picture? Like, what makes it happen?
It's just a miracle. Like, people took this oil and they tested it and they don't know what it is. It's unknown. So ever since then, it's been giving oil. It's just a miracle. So.
Wow.
And what was the original picture of that one?
That one? It's up here. You'll see it when you come up here. Huh? No, that's what the picture looks like. But the oil has blocked it. The flash was not on that picture when we got it.
Yeah.
It looked like this. So.
Can you do the presentation a second time?
Yeah, no problem.
Can I ask you one more question?
Yeah.
So the boy gave you that picture too?
My aunt went to visit him in Texas, and they were giving out just regular pictures, just like any picture. And they were giving them out, and they gave us one. So when we got this one, we made a small copy, and it just so happened we had this one. So that one started to give oil. So if you want, I can give you oil, and you guys can move back, and those people can move up.
Yes,
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you so much. No
Thank
problem.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Where do you guys want to start from? That's for people that, like, if you've never come, just write your name. We give it to the bishop, and he takes the names, and he, like, writes them down and prays on them. So if you guys want to start. Yeah, my grandma's the one that got the one.
Where is she?
Oh, she said she'd give you guys the oil if you want. So.
Okay.
Alright, you guys could.
And one last question.
Yeah,
The priests look like they're from like Coptic priests. We're not familiar. Which
Orthodox.
Orthodox?
Orthodox. He's the bishop.
It's from the Syrian or Armenian?
Syriac.
The Syriac?
Syriac.
That's
From
right.
New York.
Nice Syriac.
Nice, all right. Come on in. Oriental.
ailments at I'll start doing it from this side too, so they can get.
Thank you.
Excuse me.